Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about the best trading routine that I do every single Sunday. I always imagine the week ahead like an NFL team ready to go into the Super Bowl. What I mean by that is they have a playbook. They have an offensive playbook, a defensive playbook. They're prepared to understand the team that they're facing. They're trying to gain as much knowledge as they can to make informed decisions when it's go time. So I have a very similar mindset when it comes with trading the stock market. I have to be prepared. I have to have a watch list, a playbook, alerts. I have to know what the market conditions are. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you do, smash that like button, subscribe. But if you guys want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We have private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat. But more importantly, we teach you how to find stocks. We teach you how to build a strategy. And those two things can carry on for years, if not decades down the road. I've been doing this for over 7 years. So all the lessons I've learned are in there. Check it out. And you guys can use code FALL to get 50% off. 2 spots left for that code. I'll see you guys in there, and let's dive into this. So the first thing that I think is incredibly important is to understand the market conditions that we are in right now. Well, right now, just by looking at, if we go ahead and we look at just the general, S&P 500, we'll notice a couple of things here. Let's go ahead and pull it up. SPX here, S&P 500, whoops, SPX. So the S&P 500 is a stock market index, and what we've seen out of it is great growth. So we could look at it and have two very different mindsets. One is, okay, the trend is going to continue. The second mindset is, okay, the stock market's at highs, we could get sell off, right? And both those things are normal and expected. The next thing is what is going on with just the general economy right now. Well, I think we all know government shutdown. Anytime you have a government shutdown, this can cause short-term volatilities, those short-term swings in the market that a educated investor and trader can try to manage. It can be difficult because one of the problems is some of this stuff can move pre-market, after hours. If something bad or something good happens, it can swing both ways. So it's honestly worth noting that you got to set those alerts. You got to have those stop losses. You got to have your profit kind of already planned out. And that's why looking at the week ahead is so incredibly important here. So let's go through the opportunities list, because right now for holdings, we're just holding a variety of different stocks that we've been holding for almost about 9 months now. We got VU, we got Berkshire Hathaway, we have Microsoft, NVIDIA, and we got in on all those beautiful breakouts here. We got MAGS, we got in on a breakout. Meta breakout's performing well. QQQ's been performing well. Google performing well here. So now actually as we're starting to hold these positions and figure out if we're going to sell, a lot of it just comes down to me. Do I need the money to trade? And as of right now, I don't. So we're holding actually a decent amount of shares in all of those. So opportunity wise, one of the stocks here I like is ticker symbol FTI. Looking at this, it's hitting this yellow line here, which historically is known as the 50-day EMA line. It's acted as support in the past, so we could get a move in that direction. Also, it does look like there is a relatively decent trend line, right? So we could see some buying pressure in that zone as well. The RSI right now is trading for about a 41, which could be a little high, but let's go ahead and go to the hourly or some sort of lower time frame to find the breakout spots here. So we can see just that general trend line there. So let's go ahead and draw this out. We'll do something kind of like this. And I'm just going to throw an alert probably right in around about the 39 mark. So setting those alerts, being prepared. So if the stock does pop up, maybe you have a 9 to 5, maybe you are working, it pops up, dings on your phone, you can look at the trade. Is it worth entering? Does it still follow your approach? So that's why doing this is so incredibly important here. Another stock I like is ticker symbol LYV. This one's hitting this blue line, which is a 90-day EMA line, which acted as support in the past, right? Once, twice, 3 times, hit it again. And you guys can see that wick right here. that represents buying pressure out of the stock. It's also trading for 31, so a lot lower on the RSI, which is good for investors, good for traders here. We can see the general trend line, something like this. But if we go to the hourly time frame, honestly, I kind of like this little move here to try to get in on a relatively earlier breakout here. So I'm going to throw an alert near 157 and see if we can get a move in that direction there. So I do like this one. So a lot of what people ask, why do you buy a stock? Well, you want a set list of criteria before entering. So stock on an upward trend, on a support line on that daily time frame, undervalued RSI. Go to that lower time frame, look at a breakout, look at, the RSI at that point, look at the MACD indicator. So with Visa here, we'll notice a little bit of a different approach. This is a daily breakout here. So you guys can see that resistance there. It's pushing up to that point. So I'm actually just going to throw an alert near and around the 352 mark. And if it pops up above that, this could be a nice move that we could see to go to 375 to highs. All right, the next one here is Affirm Holdings. Affirm is, for those of you that don't know, they do like the payment plans for like more affordable things. You guys will see good upward trend, sold off down to that 90-day moving average line. Looking at the RSI, it's at about a 40.39, so it's still in that middle ground there. The hourly got a nice little push up. So what we're going to see, what we can do is if there's a new support here. So I'm just going to throw an alert above $80, see if it pops up for a breakout. Amazon, very similar approach here. We can see that new trend line is kind of going a little bit like this here, right? So I'm going to throw an alert above the resistance up here at about 224. We got UAL with that downward trend breakout here. New trend line possibly forming. We're going to throw an alert above here. So you guys will notice a lot of this is just doing that due diligence, finding the play. MasterCard was a stock that we were looking at last week. We're just going to remove it. The train kind of already left the station here, right? New trend lines going up. I mean, realistically, we could see a move, right, in that direction, which that's kind of what we're doing. But it's kind of the train already left. Costco, I like for a breakout here, as you guys can see. We'll throw an alert a little bit higher here at about 932. We got RSG here, another one here that looks relatively decent for a breakout there. This thing's just been riding at that trend line now for almost 6 months. So we'll see if it breaks out. Sometimes with stocks like this, it just continues to sell off. So now we're just going to hold, be prepared, set those alerts. And that's what mastering trading is, setting that good routine to quit your 9 to 5. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Like, follow, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and take care.